I'm Simone, and I'll be doing both a general and a love reading for you for this week from the 6th to the 12th of September. So please keep in mind that this is not a personal reading, so it may or may not resonate for everyone, and if it doesn't, that's okay, but you may need to go and look at your moon, rising, or Venus sign as well, just to get a better idea of what to expect this week, Taurus. So if you have watched one of my readings before, you would know that I get started with a few cards just to give us sort of the general vibe of what's going to come up in your reading. So I'm just shuffling your cards and just asking, what can Taurus expect for this week? Please, universe, tell us what Taurus can expect for this week, please. I'm feeling really hopeful about things here, Taurus, like you're, hoping that something's going to happen. Maybe you're expecting news on something. I also feel like things are not moving fast enough or in the way that you would like them to, but we'll see what the cards have to say. Just shuffling here. They're really having me do a big shuffle for you, Taurus. But we want to make sure that we get the right answers for you, because I feel like there are some big questions around you, Taurus. Why are things happening the way they are? Perhaps you're waiting for an explanation about something, but we'll see. And then they've just shown me something here before I even pull the cards. They're showing me somebody with dark hair who has some grey in their hair, and they're wanting to cover that up. So obviously I don't know who that's for. Take it however it resonates, but yeah, I think somebody's thinking about dyeing their hair, covering up the greys. Maybe you're not happy that you're getting grey hair, not really sure. Just take that however it makes sense to you, please, Taurus. Okay, so we are ready to get started. Our first card out is Make Contact. They've actually given me 4. I normally start with 3. And then we've got Third Party, Change Focus, and Time is Running Out. Now, the funny thing is this week, Taurus, all of my readings, I usually do a general reading and then I follow that up with a love reading, but all of my readings have been coming up as love readings right from the get-go. So there's something going on in the air this week. Clearly love is in the air, which is pretty cool, I guess. So yeah, they're talking about making contact with a third party here. So it could be that you are in a third party kind of relationship. So there's somebody else involved there. But they are telling you that you need to make contact with that third party. And perhaps once you make contact, you may decide that that person is not actually for you anymore. Or on the flip side of that, you may decide that it's time to rush in because you might feel like time is running out. Now, also, you could be looking at, say it's not love that we're talking about here for you, Taurus. It could just be that you need to make contact with another source to get the answers that you're looking for, so that you can find out what it is that you need to do next, because you're starting to feel like time is running out. I think I did say as I was shuffling that you're kind of waiting for something to happen, feeling like you need to get things moving here. So let's see what is coming up for you on the back of those cards, Taurus. So we've got the World. Now, when the World comes up, that immediately takes me to sort of shifting your perspective towards making things happen. And then we've got the Six of Wands there, which, that's about a victory, which is really cool. So I guess if you're making contact with somebody here and trying to find out the answers that you're looking for, and then that might bring about more positive feelings for you, feelings about making things actually happen. And then we've got the Queen of Swords there. which I feel like for this, it's that, you know, things are going to work out in all fairness. I feel like you could have a bit of anxiety around this situation, which would really make sense if you feel like time is running out here, Taurus. And I feel like maybe you've got some big things that you need to say. You may be going into this situation kind of with all guns blazing, and you want to be heard. And I feel like you are really looking for answers here, but you are looking for a fair outcome as well in this situation, Taurus. We've got the Hanged Man, so not much is happening at the moment. The Magician and the 8 of Pentacles. Sorry, I'm losing my words there. So you need things to start happening here, Taurus, but you're kind of at a standstill with this Hanged Man here. And I feel like I need to say, it's a good idea to keep in mind that when things are delayed, Taurus, it's usually because behind the scenes where you can't see things happening, there is something better coming, or something good is being worked on behind the scenes. So, you know, either the universe is putting in the work, which the World card does suggest that here. So the universe is putting in the work behind the scenes. So, you know, the things that you can't see, there are things happening. And then with that Magician card there, you have been really wishing for this change to come about, which there's a lot of work involved here, Taurus. So this could also be related to a work issue or something to do with your finances with that 8 of Pentacles here. I keep wanting to say 7 of Pentacles, but it's actually the 8 of Pentacles. But just the fact that I'm thinking 7 of Pentacles as well tells me that you've put in the work. You're waiting for something to happen. You're waiting to get the benefits of, I feel like, the leg work that you have put in on this situation. And I feel like there's somebody here that you're waiting to hear from. It's like you're waiting for a green light. You're waiting for somebody to say, yes, okay, it's go time, or here you go. Here's what you've been waiting for. And I think a couple of weeks ago, I saw contracts for you, Taurus, and I've got that feeling again. I'm feeling like I'm having to sign off for something, or approve something, and then once that signature is there, then you get the go-ahead. So that could be for some of you. But also, if this is a third-party sort of love situation, I'm feeling like you need to let it be known how you're feeling. And at the moment, there's not a lot happening. And then you've been sort of wishing and manifesting that something can change here, and things, or your person can come towards you, because you have put in a lot of effort in over time. And it's like, well, come on, we need to start making things happen here, and tell me the truth about what's going on, is how I'm feeling. Because if we don't start making some progress here, maybe you're thinking about walking away, Taurus. But we'll see what the cards have to say here. Temperance. Taurus, again, with the patience. The cards are asking you to be patient. The universe wants you to have some patience on this situation. I feel like every week I'm pulling the Temperance card for you. But yeah, just having patience, because the changes are happening. You probably are going to hear from somebody. They told me to look at the bottom of the deck, and at the bottom of the deck I've got the King of Pentacles, and I've also got Justice. So that tells me that particularly if this is a situation to do with finances for you, where there may have been some kind of blockage, or things are not moving along as quickly as you'd like them to, that things are going to start working in your favor. I feel like there's going to be a balance in the energy here. And that stability is coming your way. They don't always tell me to look at the bottom of the deck, but that's what they wanted me to do this time. So that's the message there. And with that death card there, there is a shift happening. There is a transformation happening within your circumstances. So I do feel like it's leaning towards the good, especially having seen the King of Pentacles with that Justice card here. And again, I feel like maybe contracts need to be signed, or somebody needs to be given the green light on a financial matter. But it really does, it is stuck in your thoughts quite a lot. So just, you know, trying to have that patience there as you're waiting to hear from that outside source or that third party. And then we've got a Tower here. So things may feel as though they're falling apart a little bit here, Taurus. And you may feel like, yeah, things are falling apart and that there's a bit of the crumbling going on here. But the Tower can also mean that there's a surprise. So if you're feeling like things are not going to happen, the Ace of Swords is bringing a new beginning for you, and that's on the back of, you know, having the Death card there. So just waiting it out, and then there's going to be a surprise, something suddenly going to happen for you there, which brings about a positive new beginning, which is what you've been waiting for, Taurus. Okay, they've just given me something here, which they've shown me a horse. Just it's a beautiful, maybe a chestnut horse, and it's got a white patch running down the front of its nose. So perhaps you own this horse, or you've recently gone horse riding, or maybe you can see a horse right now, or you've just looked at a picture of a horse. I mean, obviously, I'm not really sure because I don't know who I'm reading for, Taurus, other than that you're a Taurus. But yeah, they've shown me a picture of a horse, chestnut horse with a white patch on its down its nose. And I mean, it could also be that you need to just hold your horses for a minute, Taurus. Try not to go charging in and shaking things up. I feel like just let things happen. Try to have some patience there. Just let things happen. And I feel like that shift is coming for you, that new beginning. There's going to be some positive forward movement here for you, which is really cool. And I feel like this is like a long time in the making, Taurus. Aha! Look at that. King of Pentacles again. So that the financial stability is on its way. Also, we've got the Three of Cups here, which again, in this deck, that talks to me about a third-party situation. So if you are in that third-party situation and you're waiting and you feel like time is running out with that, just trying to hang in there and have some patience. They've just given me two names. Lisa, but also Lorna. Lisa and Lorna. So you might be dealing with somebody with those names, or it might be your name, but take it however it resonates, please, Taurus, Lisa and Lorna. But yeah, so if you are in that third-party situation where you're waiting for that sort of stability, there is that offer coming for you in that third-party situation. And if this is more in regards to a financial matter, I feel like I'm leaning more towards the financial matter. It's more of you in that situation than there is in the third-party situation. It's don't give up. Don't give up, because it is coming. That the union that you're waiting for, whether it is that you're waiting for that financial opportunity to come towards you, or for it to be settled. There might be a settlement that somebody's waiting for here. I just heard settlement. So if you are waiting for a financial matter to be settled, just hang in there, hold your horses. I do feel like that the person or the institution that you're waiting to hear from, you will be hearing from them sometime soon, Taurus. I feel like this has been a bit of a build-up. I've spoken about this the last couple of weeks, and so it is building up. You are just about ready to lose your mind over this because it's taking too long. And we all know that Taurus and patience, it doesn't really go together in the same sentence, but you're feeling like you're going to lose your mind over this. There's blockages that people are not cooperating as they should be, but I do feel like that is going to come to an end soon, Taurus. So moving on to your love reading for this week, Taurus, we have got the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. So we've got some freshness here as far as starting something goes. This is the energy around your connection, around you and the person that you are thinking about at the moment. So with this Three of Pentacles, it's, to me, that's a sort of working together with somebody, making things happen. This could be something that's been going on for quite some time, but you feel like you both know how you're feeling about each other, and you've been working towards having some kind of stability together. Also with the Three of Pentacles being a 3, it could again be a third-party situation that you're in. But I feel like really the overall feeling here is that you're looking for some stability. We've got the Two of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Eight of Cups, Taurus. So this is you. This middle row second row is always how you are feeling about the connection at the moment. Now you're feeling very much like this is a soulmate with the Two of Cups here. That card for me is a soulmate connection. You can see it in the card. I'll just bring it up closer. Beautiful, beautiful card. Lots of love in this card, and those two hands coming together tells us that it's an excellent union of soulmates. But I'm feeling like there is some hesitancy here in this Nine of Wands. So perhaps things are not moving fast enough for you, Taurus, and you are thinking about moving away, but you're also at the same time hopeful that this is something that you can make work, because you know with this Ace of Swords here that this is the person for you. You've put so much effort into this relationship and this union, but things are not moving fast enough, so you're thinking, okay, maybe it's time for me to walk away from this and move on to something that is perhaps easier. But the thing is that you're still so connected to this person that that would be really hard for you to walk away, because you still have hope there. The emotions don't just go away just because you've had enough of waiting. That those feelings are still going to be there. Okay, so they've just shown me some lights flickering, Taurus. So it could be that right now your lights have just flicked on and off, or that happens quite often in your house, Taurus. I don't feel like it's an actual electrical issue. I feel like, I don't know, it's more of an energy thing where the lights are flickering. So perhaps that just happened to you. But yeah, they just brought my attention to somebody's lights flickering. So if that is you, if you know what I'm talking about, then they'd like for you to pay a bit of extra attention here, please, Taurus. There's something in this message that you need to hear. So yeah, as I was saying, it's not easy to just walk away because the emotions are still there. You're still tied. It's a soulmate connection. You could be feeling like this person isn't being completely honest with you. Maybe it's that you're not entirely sure, or you haven't been told if you're in a third party situation, so you're questioning that. And so that's having you feel a little bit guarded, not really sure of how to proceed, or you've just found out that there is a third party situation and you're thinking about walking away from that, and that's, you know, that's the explanation as to why things are not progressing as quickly as you'd like them to. Or you may very well decide to stay because you've still got some hope. Now, I'm not saying that everybody is in a third party situation. That is not for everyone, but it is for some of you, where there is somebody else involved in this connection. But either way, it's a soulmate connection. So you're always going to be tied here, Taurus. And how your person is feeling about this connection at the moment is they are trying to hang in there. We've got the Strength card, the Emperor, and the Five of Pentacles. So that does suggest that perhaps they're not telling you exactly how they feel. They're feeling that you've pulled away a little bit, Taurus, with this Five of Pentacles here. And you may have even recently walked away from this connection because it's feeling like it's all too hard. And then I've just heard breadcrumbing. So somebody may have been stringing you along without the intent of hanging on to you forever, and then you've worked that out and walked away and left them out in the cold, Taurus, because it is feeling here like your person's a little upset because you're not giving them what they want, and they're trying to keep it together and make it look like they are still putting in that effort. But I feel like there's a bit of a standoff going on here. And you've backed away, which has in turn caused them to back away. Nobody's really talking about how they feel, but it is a soulmate connection. And then we've got the Hermit, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. So there is retreat here. I feel like perhaps you've gone your separate ways to kind of think things through, but you do still want to come together with this Ten of Pentacles and this Page of Wands. It's feeling very much like you want to tell each other how you feel. You really want to express your feelings for each other here, but there's this sort of standoff, Taurus. You both want that stability together, but you know, it's like you're both trying to find the way. Like, how do we make this work? I feel like there are very big egos at play here. Maybe it's both of you. Maybe it's just your person with that Emperor card there. Now, you could be dealing with a Leo. You could be dealing with an Aries. That's obviously not going to be for everyone. But I'm feeling Aries and Leo energy quite strongly, and that comes up in these two cards as well. But yeah, I am feeling a big play on egos here. Like, well, I'm not going to talk, and well, I'm not going to talk, and you need to come to me, and you need to tell me how you feel, or this isn't going to go anywhere. So I feel like there is retreat with view for the two of you to come back together. Somebody just needs to let the wall down, Taurus, and then you can come together and have this happy union that you can see here in this card, the Ten of Pentacles over here. What I'm actually doing is I've picked up another deck just to get any further advice that the universe has for you, Taurus. Is there any further advice for Taurus? Please, universe, is there anything else that Taurus needs to know? Because I just feel like I need a bit more of a bigger answer here. Like I said at the start, I feel like Taurus has answers. And I just feel like we need more to the outcome here. So what does Taurus need to know in regards to love, please, universe? Is there any final words of advice for Taurus in love here, please? Which way is this going to go, universe? Does Taurus and their person come back together? Final words of advice for Taurus, please, universe. I feel like you can have movement here. You can have positive movement. There's just something needs to be finished up on your person's part in order for them to be able to move towards you, Taurus. I'm not exactly sure what it is. It could be that third-party relationship. Perhaps they just need to get their head straight and let their ego go a little bit so that they can move towards you. Okay, this one wanted to come out. So we've got thinker, which I'll bring the card up for you to see it. I feel like you probably just really need to be thinking things through here, Taurus. Think about the next steps that you need to take. There is a chance here for things to sort of go your way and for you to get that positive, fresh start there. There's a lot of hope in that. I am going to grab the book and read the message that is in there for you, Taurus, because I feel like there's more to it than what I'm giving you. I don't know the exact meanings of these cards. But I do feel like it can go your way, but it's just about something needs to be closed up in order for the next thing to start. So what's this? Thinker, number 44. And because it's a love reading, I'm going to read the love message for you. Love is not logical, but when you choose a partner, it is good to have things in common other than desire. This is a time to weigh the pros and cons of your partnership. If there is enough common ground, go for it. If not, there are other fish in the sea. Don't force it to work. And should others tell you who they are, take them at their word. Now is not the time to indulge in fantasy. No matter what, in this case, the facts are the facts. Taurus. So basically, it's saying think things through. Look for the pros and the cons. Is this worth hanging on to, or is it time for you, as you've probably been thinking about, as we saw over here in the Eight of Cups and the Five of Pentacles, is it time for you to be moving on? I think that's the biggest question that you need to ask yourself. If you stay, I mean, you can probably make it work because there is still some hope there. But if you do decide to leave, there will be somebody else coming in for you there, Taurus. But thank you so much for tuning in for your reading. I really do appreciate it. If you did get some guidance or clarity from the reading, could you please give me a like, share, or subscribe, just so that I'm aware that the messages are getting to the right people. But I wish you all the best of luck for this week, Taurus, and I'll see you next week. Hello there, Virgo, and welcome to your reading with me. My name's Simone, and I will be doing both a general and a love reading for you for this week, from the 6th to the 12th of September. So please keep in mind while I'm doing your reading that this is not a personal reading, so it may or may not resonate for you. And if it doesn't, that's okay. It may just mean that you might need to have a look at your moon, Venus, or rising sign just to get a better idea of what to expect this week and possibly into the next few weeks as well, Virgo. So for those of you who have watched my readings before, you would know that I pull a few quick cards to start with, just to give us the general vibe about what to expect in your reading. So I'm just shuffling the cards here, asking the universe, what can Virgo expect this week? Please, universe, what can Virgo expect this week? And I'm fumbling up my words as I'm trying to do this. Feeling a little bit of uncertainty here for you, Virgo, but I also feel like you're going to get some answers this week. Feeling like you're going to be hearing or finding out what you've been waiting to hear about. So the first card out is All That Glitters, which is a really good sign. And then we've got Regret. We've got The Timing Isn't Right. Now, I've got 2 extra cards here. I normally only take 3. So what I'm doing here is just putting cards together as I feel they need to go. The Timing Isn't Right, red flags, and we've got you at the end here. So putting all of this together, Virgo, I'm feeling like you felt like you had something good going on. You felt like you had something working in your favor with All That Glitters. But there was something hidden there that you didn't really know what was going on. You've possibly walked away from that, or you've brought that out to the surface. And you're feeling a bit of regret there now for having either walked away or brought up the thing that you were unsure about. And all of this has happened because the timing just wasn't right. There were things working against you, and you did see the red flags, but that's led you to a point where now you're focusing on yourself, Virgo. I feel like you're putting in work on yourself. You're trying to, I don't know, I feel like you're a bit more self-aware, Virgo. Because of what has gone on here, because of the situation that you've been in, something that I feel like it's very heavy on your mind. But the timing for this thing just wasn't right, because there were factors involved here that things were not for you. Everything wasn't as it seemed. You know, it felt like everything was so good. Almost that, I have that too good to be true feeling around that All That Glitters card. And then you've walked away from that. There we go with the Ace of Cups telling us that it was feeling like a wish fulfillment, feeling like it was your everything. Red flags here could be that there was somebody else involved in this situation, or there is somebody else involved in this situation, and that's why the timing isn't right at the moment, or that's the red flag that you could see. And now you are focusing on yourself. As I said, I feel like you're becoming more self-aware. You're trying to make some improvements in your own personal life. And I feel like whatever it is, the door that's closed here because of these red flags, it could be a third-party situation in a relationship. It could be that... It could even be that there was somebody else interfering just in your life in general. It could be a friend or family member. And it's prevented... I feel like it was preventing you from being able to be your gorgeous, beautiful self, Virgo. So I feel like it's worked for the best. It's the fact that you've closed a door here is allowing for new beginnings to come in for you here. It could even be that you are in a relationship and you have found somebody else. But that somebody else is putting out red flags, or you know that, or you feel that person's not really for you, and maybe you shouldn't be going down that road. But I do feel like there is some enlightenment that's happening for you here. Could also be if you are married and there is now a third party involved, or other people getting involved in your marriage and your relationship. But let's see what else is coming up here, Virgo. Okay, so definitely some worries here on the back of this situation that you thought was going to be right for you, which has now sort of fallen apart here. Again, because there's too many people involved. It's causing you immense worry. I feel like, Virgo, you have trouble sleeping as it is, and now this situation where you keep thinking about it is it perhaps keeping you up at night. You're feeling unrested. Your anxiety's through the roof because things have fallen apart here, and there's too many people involved. There's opinions. I feel like you're being pulled in all different directions here. But now, as I said, you're focusing on yourself. And I feel like that's not something that you would normally do, where you would pull away from others, because I feel like you like to keep other people happy, Virgo. But you are now trying to see things in a better light and trying to work on yourself. I feel like you're not happy with how you've handled something, Virgo. They've just shown me car keys, and I feel like maybe somebody misplaced their car keys. Somebody misplaced their car keys, or you put your keys in a place that you wouldn't normally. Or even you could be looking at car keys right now, or thinking about getting up and going out and getting into your car. Please take it how it resonates. Whoever it fits for, they would just like you to pay to go. But yeah, I do feel like there have been too many people involved in this situation, whether it be a third party in a relationship, or somebody sort of sticking their nose into your personal affairs, and you're taking a step back, which you wouldn't normally do, because Virgo, you don't really like conflict here. And now things are starting to look different for you with this World card here. Try and let those fears go, or that super anxiety that you're having. If you can try and work through that and let things go a little bit, that is really going to work in your favor. I feel like you just want somebody to be honest with you. Somebody's holding back, and again, I'm feeling a bit like this is a relationship situation where it's come apart, and they've told me to have a look at the bottom of the deck, and I've got the Four of Wands there, which for me, that is a relationship, and I feel like that's fallen apart, and quite possibly this is a long-term relationship where you were hoping to progress to the stage of marriage, or you have been proposed to, and you're thinking about jumping into that, but you do have some concerns there with this Four of Pentacles. You're feeling like you need to hold on to your emotions a bit, and not dive all the way in. You might be feeling like if you did go ahead with that marriage, that would not be long lasting, because of those red flags, because perhaps there are too many people involved in the relationship, and somebody's not being completely honest with you in this situation, Virgo. Now, you could be dealing with a Capricorn or an Aquarius. You could be dealing with a Leo. Those are the energies that have come up that I'm feeling at the moment. And it's really just got you worried. This whole situation has got you worried, and I don't blame you. But with the Sun card there is hope. I feel like if you have walked away from this situation, I feel like that's something that's going to work in your favor. You just want to know the truth, though. You want to know the answers. You want somebody to tell you what's been going on, because I feel like while you have feelings about things, Virgo, you don't have the proof. And you're somebody who needs to have the proof in order to act on your feelings. You need something sort of tangible where you can go, here, I've got the proof here, and now this is what I'm going to do about it. So you're waiting for somebody to be honest with you before you actually make that final decision to walk away. We've got the Nine of Cups, and we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, really sort of focused on your future happiness at the moment, Virgo. And I do feel like you're in a place of, well, what am I supposed to do now? What's going to come of this situation that I'm in? I'm waiting for more information. I feel like you're hoping that you don't receive bad news, so that you're hoping that when this person that you're waiting for them to be honest with you, and when they do come forward and tell you the truth, you're hoping that it's going to be good news. And I really hope that for your sake it is. But I don't know, I do feel like, yeah, you want things to work out, but you've got this sort of deep feeling within you that you're going to be told something that you really don't want to hear. But even if that is the case, and even if you do decide to walk away from the situation, you will be completely fine, Virgo. I feel like it's nothing that you can't handle. While it might be really super uncomfortable and you might feel horrible at the start when you do walk away, I feel like everything will then fall into place and you'll be that step closer to your Nine of Cups, Virgo. Even if you get the news that you don't want, things are still going to work in your favor in the end. So it's just about, I guess, waiting for that information or waiting for the truth, Virgo. Okay, so moving into your love reading. I've just been shuffling the cards here. They're having me give them a really good shuffle. But let's see what's coming up in love for you this week, Virgo. And the energy around your connection, that's where we're starting with this reading. Two of Cups there. I feel like it is a soulmate connection. You are super tied to this person that you're thinking about. But there is something that is hidden in the shadows here. With that Moon card. Everything isn't as it seems. And with the Three of Pentacles here, that does, for me, that is a card of a third party involved in the relationship. Now, it doesn't have to be a third party romantically involved. It could be a family member or a friend that is sort of stepping in and making themselves known or interfering with the relationship. It could even be that somebody's priorities are on work-related matters at the moment, being that it's Pentacles, but there is something third-party happening here. And then where you are at the moment, Virgo, is the Ten of Wands, the Star, and the Eight of Pentacles. So you are thinking about walking away. Slowly, it's not something that you're going to jump into because you are still trying to put in the work with this Eight of Pentacles here, because you still have hope. You still have hope that you can make things work with your soulmate. So you're going to put in the work. I feel like you're super uncomfortable doing this, and you are looking towards the more positive aspects. I don't know if you can see in this card. On one side, she's got, you know, lots of nice foods and fruits, and on the other side, she's got books and information, and it's a bit more education centered, and then this is more about the sort of harvesting and getting the good things. So I feel like that's, you know, that's what you're a bit more focused on, putting in the work to grow things, to make things grow. But I do feel like you are thinking about moving away from this situation. Very focused on cars today, Virgo, because they've just shown me a car and I feel like it's broken down. So it might be sitting in the front yard of your house or in your driveway, and it needs a bit of work done to it, or it needs some mechanical maintenance done on this car because it's not drivable, or it could have even overheated. I can see some steam coming out of it, so it could have overheated and it needs a bit of work done to it there, Virgo. So please take it as it resonates. Okay, and then this final row here is the energy of your person, how your person's feeling at the moment. And they're feeling like they want to create happiness with you. So even though there's something hidden here, they're still hopeful that they can create this happiness with you, but they're not actually really doing anything about it at the moment with this Four of Cups here. If you can see in the card, she's just sort of sitting there. She's looking away. She looks real lethargic, and like she doesn't really care too much about what's going on. Like somebody's offering her a cup here. Somebody's trying to offer her a cup of love and a cup of hope, and she's turning her back on it. Now, keeping in mind that these readings are not gender specific, so male or female, you need to fit it into your situation, but it's a girl on the card, so I'm saying she. Yeah, she's coming across as being disinterested, is the best way I can say it. And she's turning her back on the situation, but at the same time, I feel like she's still looking for the goodness. So your person here they have hope that things can work. Now, this is going to be for perhaps one or two people. It's not going to be for everyone, but they've just said to me, I hope I don't get caught. Which that's not amazing. I really would rather not have to say that. But I feel like maybe your person is thinking, I hope I don't get caught in the thing that I was doing that I wasn't supposed to be doing. And I hope that Virgo doesn't find out, or if Virgo did find out, I hope they do not walk away from me. As in this 10 of Wands or this 8 of Cups, I hope they can still see that there's some love that I have here for them, and that with this Sun here, that I'm still hopeful. I would like to talk about how Virgo's feeling, and I hope that they don't walk away from me. And then we've got the King of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Justice card there as well. So that's telling me that you both know what's going on here. Yeah, there are some really big feelings, but I feel like in this case, you need to follow your intuition, Virgo. I feel like, Virgo, you don't like being lied to. You don't like anything being hidden from you. With this King of Swords here, King of Swords really likes loyalty and honesty. And they like to be in control of the situation. And I think at the moment, Virgo, you're feeling like things are a little bit out of control. But with the Justice card here, it tells me that whatever it is that you're waiting to find out, Virgo, you're going to find out about it. And in this card, she's got some scales there. And I do feel like the scales are going to balance. They may even tip in your favor here, Virgo. But I do feel like you're going to get the answers that you've been waiting for. What you do with those answers is entirely up to you. You may decide to walk away, or you may decide to stay with your person and put in the work that you have already been putting in to try and make things work with this soulmate of yours, Virgo. But that's about all I've got for this week, Virgo. Please let me know with a like, share, or subscribe if you did get some guidance or clarity out of this reading. And I really do wish you all the best of luck, and I will see you back here again next week. Thank you, Virgo. Hello Capricorn and welcome to your reading. I'm Simone and I will be doing both a general and a love reading for you this week from the 6th to the 12th of September. So as I'm doing your reading, please keep in mind that it's not a personal reading. It's for anyone who comes across it. So it may or may not resonate with you, and if it doesn't, that is completely fine. But you may need to go and have a look at your moon rising or Venus sign as well, just to get a better idea of what you can expect there, Capricorn. And if you have watched my readings before, you would know that I pull a few cards at the start just to give us a general idea of what to expect in your reading. So I'm just shuffling your cards here, asking the universe, what can Capricorn expect this week? Please, universe, what can Capricorn expect this week? And we'll see what comes up here. I am feeling, sorry, I just had to clear my throat there, but I am feeling quite emotional. I feel as though I'm waiting for things to happen, Capricorn. And there's a lot of emotion involved here. Excuse me, it's when my throat gets this frog in it like this, it's usually because I'm not saying something that I need to say. It's sort of with my intuition here. So that tells me that, Capricorn, there are some of you who are not speaking your mind. You possibly, you need to tell somebody how you feel or what you're thinking about a situation, and you're not putting it out there. So that will come up for some of you, but we'll see what the cards have to say. I've done a really big shuffle here, Capricorn. So let's get into this. You've got stay strong, a sign, and magic. So Capricorn, you are waiting and waiting and waiting. I feel like I've been waiting forever to get news about something. And I feel like that's going on here. You need to know what to do next. You're waiting for a sign. You're waiting for someone or something to guide you here and tell you what direction you need to take next. You're really hoping for some positivity here. With this magic card, I feel like you've been manifesting. You've been asking the universe or God or whoever it is that you turn to for guidance. You've been asking for that guidance, and I feel you have been getting it in drips and drabs. You're just not noticing it. So whatever your signs are, you're just not noticing it. For some of you, it's a white feather. For some of you, it's a balloon. For others, it's a ladybug. For somebody else, it's a turtle. For somebody else, you ask for the temperature to change. When you ask for maybe a breeze to come through or a drop in temperature, and that is your sign. And these are all signs that you will use to tell you that you're on the right path. For another person, it's a tractor. I'm getting all these signs, these separate signs that you guys use, which are really cool. I like knowing what people use as their signs. So keep your eyes and your ears open. When you ask the universe for something, or when you ask your God for something, Capricorn, and it's being delivered to you, so you need to keep your eyes and ears open so you don't miss the sign to tell you that, yes, you're on the right path. And then we've got the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Emperor. So you may be waiting to hear from somebody who is in a bit of a role of authority. It could be the law, it could be a teacher, or it could be somebody who you look up to. But I feel like you're waiting for them to tell you that there's to deliver some good news to you, or for waiting to tell you that there's a brand new fresh start coming for you with this Ace of Swords and this Eight of Wands. So the Ace of Swords is some positive new positive movement. I am mixing up my words. The Ace of Swords is telling you that there is some positive movement coming. So putting your thoughts into action. And the Ace of Wands, also a new beginning, but I feel like that's some really good news coming for you, Capricorn. And then we've got the Queen of Wands, the Magician, which matches perfectly with that Magic card, and the Two of Cups there. So definitely this is something that you've been manifesting. This is something that you've been asking for. And I feel like you know that you're going to get the good news that you've been waiting for. Two of Cups here is two things working in perfect union together. Often it's a soulmate card for me. In this case, I feel like it's the good news that you're waiting for from this person in authority to push you into that new chapter in your life. With this black cat here, I feel like luck is on your side. We've got a sunflower in this card as well, which tells us again you're on the right path. You've got some positivity coming in, Capricorn, and good news. Good news is coming on all sides. Good news is coming. So stay strong. Just hang in there, Capricorn, because it is coming. It's headed your way. The Queen of Wands, she makes things happen, and she tries to not be too emotional about things, and you're probably not showing people just how shaken up you are about things at the moment, Capricorn. They've just given me something here. Okay, the words I got now, please keep in mind that I am not a medical professional. But for those of you who are waiting on news medically, I just heard good news medically. So if you're waiting maybe on some test results, or you could be feeling a bit unwell and you're waiting to hear back on what's going on there, I just was straight up told that there is good news medically. So that's a really positive thing to hear. But please, like I said, keep in mind I'm not a medical professional. If you are not feeling okay, Capricorn, please go and see a doctor, because just me sitting here saying the universe said that you've got good news in regards to anything medical, that is not enough. You still need to go and see a doctor, please, Capricorn. And the next card out, we've got the Knight of Wands, which tells me that you don't believe that you're going to get that good news. You're feeling a bit, I guess, fearful or out of sorts here. But you would like to see this all come together with this Three of Pentacles here. With the Moon, you're still waiting. The news hasn't come through yet. You're still waiting, but it is coming. I feel like it's taking longer than you expected, Capricorn, but it is coming. And then we've got the Three of Cups here, which tells me that you could be, it is good news. The Three of Cups is reason to celebrate. And then you've got the Seven of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. So it has been a tough road for you, Capricorn. It has been a tough road. All this waiting, all this, I don't know, I feel like you tried to contact somebody, but then you didn't hear back from them, and you're waiting to hear back from them. The Four of Cups is also telling me that you're waiting for an offer. The Six of Pentacles here, you're waiting to be able to work with somebody, perhaps. I also feel like you're waiting to be able to share the good news that is taking its sweet time coming to you. But you're being asked to just stay patient at the moment, Capricorn, because it is on its way. And I need to say, anything that is meant for you will never pass you by. So just sit and wait and try not to stress yourself out too much here, Capricorn. But I feel like there are good things coming your way. And they've asked me just to keep going and pull another card here for you. So I'm shuffling again. What does Capricorn need to know in regards to this news? Please, universe, what does Capricorn need to know in regards to this news? Because I feel like there's a bit more here that like I haven't given you enough. Like you're like, no, that's not enough. I need you to say something else. And then I just heard treat yourself. So buy yourself something nice, Capricorn. Get ready to celebrate something, to celebrate all your hard work that you've put in here. And because you don't often treat yourself, Capricorn, I feel like a lot of you live a very humble and modest life, and you're always thinking about how you can make other people happy and the kind of work that you need to put in to make other people happy. And they've just shown me something else, somebody painting. So I feel like either you're painting pictures, it could be, they've just drawn my attention to something that I have over here, which is a rock painting that my daughter did for me. Now, I know a lot of people are going around painting rocks and putting them in parks for other people to find, but they did bring my attention to this after they showed me somebody painting. So perhaps that's you're painting and putting rocks out there. Maybe you found one. Maybe you're thinking about doing it, not really sure. Please take it however it resonates. But whoever that is for, they would just like for you to pay extra attention to the reading, please. So what else does Capricorn need to know about this news that they're expecting, please, universe? And they've really had me give a super good shuffle. And then they've given us the 9 of Pentacles, which tells us that you are almost there. The hard work is going to pay off. You're sitting in a really good place at the moment, Capricorn. This again is good news. This again is being in a place of achievement, great achievement. So that news that you're waiting for, I hope that you get it really soon, Capricorn, because it is good news. So just hang in there, stay strong. Keep asking for your signs because I feel like they are coming through and you're possibly just missing them, Capricorn. Okay, so good news. Moving into your love reading, let's see what is coming up for love for Capricorn this week, please, universe. We've got the Tower, the Fool, and we've got the Knight of Cups here. So this is the energy around your connection with the person that you're thinking about at the moment, Capricorn. So something has happened. There has been, sometimes I'll say a crumbling when it comes to the Tower. Something has happened to shake things up. Maybe you were approached by somebody, you really weren't expecting that, because there is a real feeling of sort of romance here. This knight in the card is holding some roses. He's got a picnic blanket set out and he's coming on a white horse. And I feel like he's now male or female, not being gender specific here. Please take it as it fits for you. But I feel like he wants to see things happening quickly. Tired of waiting. And there's an offer of love coming in here, an offer of wanting to have a future together, but you're feeling like, you could be feeling like this is a little bit risky, Capricorn, but there's definitely somebody here who sees a future with you and sees some stability here with you. Now, they could be a Pisces or Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. That's just the energy that I'm feeling around that Knight of Cups. But I do feel like this offer that has come to you from this person, Capricorn, it's shaking you up a bit. And now you're not really sure about what to do here. And I think you are thinking about taking a bit of a risk with this person, but it does feel risky because you're afraid of being hurt. Excuse me. And then we've got the Eight of Cups as the next card out. And this row here is specifically you, Capricorn. And this is your energy around the connection. To me, this card is screaming, I'm just not sure. Because I have been hurt in the past. And I feel like you're tired of having to work at love. So this person is, they have this offer for you and you're going, you know what, I've been hurt before and I don't know if I have what it takes at the moment to put the work in to get started on a whole new relationship. You do have feelings for this person. Yes, it did come out of nowhere. You weren't expecting that. I feel like I need to say you weren't expecting that they still had feelings for you because maybe you thought that it was over. I do feel like there's been a little bit of separation where you guys haven't communicated for a time there. But I really do feel like you're still trying to heal your heart from a previous relationship that didn't turn out favorably. And now you're just going, well, I don't know if I want to be putting in the work. And I don't know that I know enough about this person to take that risk with them. That's sort of what you're thinking about at the moment, Capricorn. And the next card out is the Four of Wands. Then we've got the Four of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. And this is how your person is feeling at the moment, the energy around them. So they do want to come together with you in this Four of Wands. They want that forever, and they might be feeling like they're losing you here. And they're not actually really doing anything about it. They're keeping their feelings to themselves. I still do feel like in this that they are the one that's offering you something here. But I do feel like they're holding back a bit here. So you're giving off the energy that, you don't really want to get into it. You don't want to put the work in, although you are thinking about it. But they really, really, really want to try something here with you. They want to try a relationship and see how it goes, but they're not really pushing for it because I feel like you're not giving enough away for them to know what to do next. They may be younger than you as well, Capricorn. They may not. It's just the energy. They have a feeling of being younger than you. They could be a little bit playful as well. But yeah, they're not really sure of what to do. They've put the offer out there. You've gone, oh, I'm not really sure that I want to go down this road, this relationship and commitment road again, because it all feels a bit like too much hard work. So now they're just sort of sitting and going, oh, well, I don't know what to do about this now. And then we've got the Nine of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So that's telling me that there is a bit of stress in the situation because you don't know what to do next. They don't know what to do next. And really, all that is needed and all that people want here is to just be honest and be loyal and tell me how you're feeling. I feel like both of you, you feel the connection. There are some really big feelings here. There's a lot of passion that's in this connection. But people need to be talking. The both of you need to be talking. I feel like this is something that it's been in the making for a while. So you may have known this person for quite some time. I do feel like as well, Capricorn, somebody is keeping an eye on someone else. So you might be watching them on social media, keeping an eye on what they're doing here. But I do feel like they might be watching you as well. And I feel like, the both of you, there is communication there. You are communicating with each other. But I feel like there needs to be more. If you do make the decision that you would like to see this go somewhere, I feel like you need to be telling this person how you feel. They put it out there to you. They told you that they had feelings for you, and now it's up to you, Capricorn. What are you going to do with that? Completely up to you. But thank you so much for watching your reading this week, Capricorn. If this did offer you some guidance or clarity, could you please like, share, or subscribe, just so that I know the messages are getting to the right people. But I do wish you all the best of luck for this week, and I really do hope that you get that good news that you're hoping for. Thanks so much, Capricorn.